Ahead of you is an old, leaning shack that sits in the edge of the thickets, resting precariously against the thick trunk of a fungus-riddled tree. Bramble bushes slowly devour the small structure, growing up and over its moss-covered roof. Its door, once painted bright yellow, is now pale and peeled, damaged from rain and sun. Movement can be seen through the warped glass of a small sash window. Out front is a small yard defined by a line of rocks and ringed by small, muck-covered jars. Nearby is a cord of split wood and a rain barrel on which grows yet more fungus. And you start to approach, as we said, we start to approach, and so you observe that at least some of these jars, whether it applies to all of them, at least the jars that you close enough to see into, hold iron nails. And yeah, so I'll turn the floor over to you fine people.
Well, if I recall correctly, I actually shouted out when I saw movement inside. I said, "Hello, hello, the house."
Okay. So
as I started moving forward,
this the witch's shack.
Well, you probably shouldn't call her a witch to her face, you know.
Yeah, it's a bit rude.
Yeah, polite until proven otherwise.
So a face appears out of the shadows of the door. This haggard-looking black woman. She must be in at least in the mid-80s, well past the prime, with stark white peppered through greying hair, worn in a tight bun. Her aged, dulled brown eyes and unsettling, toothless smile that she gives her an almost corpse-like appearance. As she's wearing a blue and white gingham dress with a dirty, blood-soiled apron. Its pockets, you can see, although you can't see what's in the pockets, you can see the stuffed full, bulging stuff full of whatever. Says, yeah, I'm Jinny. Who are you folks?
Yes,
what are you doing on my property?
Sorry to be bothering you like this, but you ain't seen an old white man walking through here in the last couple of days or so?
There's always old white men coming out to my shack for one thing or another.
You might know our pa, he lives close by here.
And who might your pa be?
That would be Carson.
Taft.
Carson Taft.
Right, she nods, and she kind of just without saying anything else, she turns and walks and disappears inside.
Well, you can't just say that and go. Hey, lady! I'm gonna walk up into the door.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shout, but I'm gonna follow.
Faith walks up to the door too.
You get the impression you're like she weren't shooing you away, telling you to get lost or something, but yeah. You get the impression of kind of unspoken. Well, maybe not welcomes. Welcome's probably not the right word, but anyway.
Allowed.
Yes. She's allowed you an audience, allowed you to enter. So are you all going up to the shack?
If that's a welcome, then I think she needs to work on it a bit, but I guess we ought to go on in.
Okay. So, you can all make a power roll.
That's no good.
Straight up how?
Oh, very nice. Oh, very nice.
Good start.
Very nice. Oh, all successes. Well done. Well done.
Remarkable.
So, as you as you approach the shack, stepping over this boundary circle of stones and glass jars, you feel not quite painful, but this uncomfortable twist to your stomach and a sudden feeling of nausea and a weakness that causes you to stagger briefly as you're hit by like a dizzy spell, but it passes almost as soon as you notice it. Apart from this kind of like a sort of sick, this like sick feeling in the pit of your stomach.
Does she seem surprised that we haven't had a more adverse reaction?
She doesn't see. She's gone inside.
Faith just kind of shakes her head and is like, "We're probably all dehydrated after tramping through the woods all morning."
I think it's more than that, sister.
Okay, you guys stay back. We'll walk up to the door and cross the threshold.
Okay. So, is that just Blaine going in, or is everybody following Blaine?
No. I'm not staying back because Blaine told me to. I'm going.
Faith isn't letting Pistol go by himself.
Okay. And what about Lorelei?
Yeah, I'm straight in there.
Okay. Oh yeah. So despite what Blaine says, everybody just like yeah.
God damn it! No one listening to me in this family.
Okay.
Awesome.
So inside, it's there's very little light. It's quite dark, dim. There's what little light there is comes in through the open door and the grime-stained windows, and you're almost overcome. So it sets you, in fact, to the point it almost sets your head throbbing. This heady aroma of drying herbs that hang from the rafters, along with carcasses of 2 rabbits. And along with the tang of blood from the slop bucket that holds foamy pinkish water and a mop. 3 of the walls hold a variety of oddities and collections of plants, flowers, seeds, and more nondescript powders. There's a large kitchen table that dominates the single room of the shack. It's wet and recently been scrubbed clean. At the back of the room is some kind of workbench covered in twines, wire, trinkets, and various baubles that lie about in splatters of blood across its surface. Says, welcome to my home, Tuft children.
Miss, you mentioned seeing our
Thank you
father.
kindly.
You mentioned seeing our father earlier. Could you give some more details about that?
Now, how about you prove that you are who you say you are?
Do you think that there's another group of people wandering around the woods looking for our pa?
I see all kinds wandering through these woods.
I pull out the family photo from the shack.
Oh, smart.
It's got everyone in it and goes, "That's me. That's Lorelei. That's the kids. That's Eugene. He's outside. And there's Pa."
Okay, she takes a photo from your hands and looks at it, and then looks at each of you, and then she walks over and kind of walks over to Blaine and kind of like prods your cheek with her finger, with her forefinger, and looks at you, like kind of tilts the head from one side to the, and then she just turns away, hands you the photo back, turns away and sits in a chair. Says, Your pa is attempting to right a past wrong. Kill an old sin, you might say.
It's got to do with his first wife went missing, Sadie.
Yes. Sadie.
I shoot Pistol a look because we're not supposed to.
Sadie. She's, mad. Lost in the bogs. Something dark found her. Long before the search parties ever could. But your party... Oh, well, your pa... He has ties to Sadie. But he isn't well. And he needs his family. Now more than he ever has done. Even if that old coot don't know it. He went out into those bogs to wait for Sadie. There should still be time. It is only a couple of hours north from here. Although it was 4 days gone since I saw him here. When he came to me for the right tool for the job.
And what is the right tool for the job?
He needed my help. He needed something that was made from himself to kill her.
What do you mean?
Killer?
Made
What
for
are you
himself?
talking about? I ain't no killer.
Your pa means to put Sadie down.
Baby.
Sadie?
And that doesn't sound
That doesn't sound
Very
like him.
yeah. And you think this is a good thing?
I do. I would not have gave him that which he asked for if I did not.
What did you give him?
I took one of his ribs and I fashioned it into a weapon.
What?
Jesus Christ, woman.
Faith looks at the pinkish bucket and then back up at Jinny and goes, "Here? Is he all right? Was he like that's major surgery."
No, your pa isn't all right. No, he ain't all right. That man is ill. Dying, I suspect.
You took advantage of his discombobulated state, woman. How much did he pay you for this?
He paid me nothing, sir. He paid me nothing.
So, what do you mean dying?
Don't worry about it, Faith.
Don't worry about
it's
it.
his business.
Pistol, don't patronize me.
Girls, it was his business. He'd have told us if he wanted to.
I think we're past all that now, Pistol. Man's walking out there with his guts falling out of him. It's going to be one thing or another. We need to get to him quickly. He ain't right in his head. He's addled. Whatever this crazy-ass woman's done to him, it's ticked off some more days on his clock, and he ain't had that many left.
Might want to be careful how you speak in this woman's house, Blaine.
Also, what happened to the children? The footprints we saw outside. Where are they?
Children. Why, those are the offspring of a unholy union. That's what they are. They ain't so bad, though. Some of them you couldn't even tell by looking at them. Skin crawlers doing.
Okay, I've heard enough. Paul's 2 hours north of here, you say?
She just nods, yeah.
Let me guess, that's back the way that we already came.
No, she tells you can go directly.
Shortcut.
You can go directly north from here.
So, okay. Yeah, I don't know that Pistol would think to do this, so I'm not gonna. We better go find Paul then. If he needs our help, like Jinny's saying, we ought to help him.
Sure.
That was.
No.
We definitely
Have we
got to
got-
find him and get him to a hospital, probably.
Are there any? Yeah, are there any bandages or anything we can take to help him?
Your pa is beyond help. If he's lucky, he may have survived long enough to do what he set out to do. But don't you worry, Norm. What I did, it won't be the death of him. But it will be the death of you if you go out there unprepared.
Well, you done said he needs our help, so what are we supposed to do then?
Well, you should go out there and help your pa do what he's set out to do.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to prepare?
Well,
You gonna take one of our ribs too? Is that what this gonna take?
it says that is the only help I can offer. I can make two
How much do you
more.
think we get out of Eugene?
I'm pretty sure Eugene
maybe-
could donate a few useless parts.
Wow.
Harsh.
I don't know why everybody just hates Eugene. Poor man.
I mean, you could just say that he is a useless part.
There's another guy out there. Can you see Jack and Eugene through the window?
If you look through, maybe not if you look through the window, but looking out the door, you can just about make them out. Just like I said, just a little way back from the edge of the tree line.
You have any dealings with Jack? Can't remember his surname. What was his surname?
McCall, Jack McCall.
Jack McCall.
So I don't know no Jack.
Only a
knows
10%
you.
on psychology. Ain't gonna bother trying.
He knows me. Where is
He
this?
knows our paw.
Where is this Jack?
He's just outside your property.
He's,
Didn't
way
wanna
over
come
there.
up.
Okay,
He
she
is scared shitless of you, to be blunt.
she frowns at this and she walks over to the door, like peering out, just squinting, can't quite see, so she clearly can't see very well. So she steps out into the front yard, and then quickly steps back into the house.
See him?
So I see someone, but I don't see Jack.
Yeah, I
He's-
thought he might be
I'll
lying.
point out the window. See,
Oh,
there's
know-
Jack, and
You
there's
know him by a
Eugene
different name.
right next to him.
So you can all make a spot hidden roll. So is anybody stood near the window or near the door?
Yeah, I'm pointing out the window and going, look,
Yeah.
see there, there's Jack, and just next to him, there's Eugene, just out in the distance and there.
Pistol ain't seen nothing.
Oh wow!
Ooh,
dirty window.
I'll look that
I've
fella.
got Eric Lang. Where's Eric Lang come from?
I'm not entirely sure.
That must be you, Dave.
Can I have Lorelei back?
Let's see. Use
Got it.
configuration. Oh, it says who's on Eric Lang? Somebody's got Eric Lang.
No, that's me.
Yeah.
That is me.
User configuration says.
Hang on, I'm
says
just
no.
refreshing. I'm just turning it off and on again.
Turn it off again. That's
Oh, it's because I'm an absolute clown shoe. I clicked on paper chase instead of borrowing clay.
So I went to the door with her when she went to have a look.
Okay.
And that's why
Oh,
it was a success.
no. It's on the same game. Just a moment. It might be because
Yeah. No, that's entirely on me.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
no, it's because I've given you I've not swapped ownership over. That's why. That's what it is.
Through the window open, got the telescope.
Yeah, Lorelai is keeping a sharp eye on Eugene and watching Jack at the same time.
Yeah, she is.
Go,
makes
accurate
sense.
vision.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just correct this. Where's the investigator? There we are. And Lorelai. There we are. Should be right now. Is it right now?
Yeah, no, I've got it.
Cool.
It was my fault.
All right, I
It
shall
was
blame you
entirely my
entirely. I shall blame. So Lorelai. Oh, right. Okay. So
I clicked on. I've got both of them available.
right. Okay. So Blaine and Lorelai. You're kind of Lorelai. You were looking out the window. Blaine, did you say you were looking out the door?
Yeah, I was like with her pointing over her shoulder, going, "They're up there on the hill."
Okay. So at this, maybe whether Jack hears you or sees you, he turns from the conversation he seems to be having with Eugene and comes striding out of the tree line towards the shack. So I told you not to deal with that witch. She's an evil bitch and a demon, that woman. You should come away from there now. And as he's getting closer, you, Blaine and Lorelai, you smell the sour smell of curdling, gone off milk, and this smell of faint smell of rot. And glancing back, you can see the 2 carcasses of the rabbits that are strung up in the cabin just rot in front of your eyes, falling in wet smacks onto the floor.
Hell.
Awesome.
And you can both make a sanity roll.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
If you fail, you take a point of sanity. If you pass, you lose nothing. So you both take a point of sanity. Let's see. You
Okay.
acquire a involuntary reaction. Let's see. So you both sort of gag. So Lorelai and Blaine kind of gag, covering their mouths, staggering back from the like rotting rabbit corpses. Maybe staggering out the door into the fresh air.
Hey, right.
And Jack stops within about 20 feet of the shack. Says, "You folks, you Tuft children, you come away from there now. I warned you, that woman."
She's seen Pa.
I'm sure she has. She's got your pa mixing all sorts of evil doings. Now you come away from there now, Blaine boy. And you too, Laura. Bring your twins.
We don't know this guy, do we? You didn't like grow up with him or anything. He's
So
No.
Jack, you've seen him. You know he's your father's neighbour, yeah.
but he wasn't like our neighbour when we were growing up.
Yeah, you probably, Blaine, you know him better. You probably know more familiar with him than the others. I mean, he weren't like a constant thing in your life, but he was the closest. He was the person who lived closest to you, to your father. But
Yeah,
So this guy, this Jack.
yeah,
We see this guy. We know he's Jack.
Yeah.
As far as
you recognise him, yeah.
Yeah.
So Pistol and Faith don't know him all that well. He's vaguely familiar to them, but I mean they've lived most of their lives with they've grown up as children with Lorelai, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so they
she's taken Paul's whip. She mutilated the man, and then sent him off to fight some swamp demon or whatever.
said Blaine, "You come away from there now. I'm telling you."
Yeah. That woman crazy.
All right, and he kind of stands there, waving in front. Says, "Come, Come away from there, Blaine. You too, Lorelei. Bring the others.
Meanwhile, Faith is snooping in her cabin.
Wow. I haven't taken my eyes away from Jinny, and I'm just ignoring everything that's going on behind me. I don't trust Jack. I don't know what's going on there. But
he's been ranting since we started this trek, so Faith is more or less ignoring him.
So I asked Jinny again, like, what do we need to do to be prepared to take care of our paw?
Because you need to help him end Sadie. But don't go with that man. That man ain't Jack. That man, the thing that's wearing Jack, is older than the generations that call this place home. It is something unholy.
Something out the woods.
Sorry, what?
Something from the depths, the darkest depths of wood, from below the earth.
Okay, come on, kids. Come, let's leave her. This woman's crazy.
Blaine, quiet now.
Yeah, shut it, Blaine. What do you mean by the thing that's wearing Jack?
Faith, there's things in these woods. I've felt them for years. And I knew something wasn't right about this Jack person. I don't know him from anybody, from Adam. And he's up in Pa's place looking through his stuff. I don't like it. I didn't like him then. I sure don't like him now with what Jinny's saying.
So what are you doing?
I'm going with Jack. There's
Okay.
all crazy stuff. I got no context, no faith, no pun intended. That this is anything other than a mad woman's ramblings.
You gonna leave your family?
Well, you're not coming? You're not coming to get Paul?
No, we're not done here yet, Blaine.
So as Blaine, as you step forward, Jack like, come here, but quick, and he grabs your arm and pulls you towards him. There's you too, Lorelei. What are you doing?
I don't like this.
Get your hands off of my brother.
So Eugene comes running out at all this commotion. Eugene comes running over to. Come on!
Eugene,
Jack's
get over here.
No, Lorelei, Jack's told me about this woman. You need to come with us. You need to get away from her.
I raise my rifle and aim it at Jack from within the boundary of Jinny's shack.
Hell, boy,
I step out onto the porch and I'm like, you need to let go of my brother right now.
Yeah, you do need to let go, though, Jack.
Right, so he kind of
hand off me.
He lets go, throws his hands. He says, whoa there, pistol. Come now. Don't be too hasty. And Eugene comes running up and says, whoa, what's going on? What are you doing?
Eugene, you get over here right now.
Says, no, Lorelei, you need to listen, Jack. You need to come in. That woman, she's a witch. She's evil. Says, you can't trust her. She's just full of lies, trying to manipulate you like she did your pa.
Lorelei, clearly Eugene needs to be supervised more. He shouldn't be thinking on his own too much.
God damn it, Faith! You grow up under that roof and you talk to me like this. You both get out here.
You're not the boss of me, Eugene.
So Lorelei, you know I love you now. You've got to trust me. You come with me now.
I'm going to back away so I can see Jack and Jinny.
Okay.
Because I'll be honest, I don't trust either of these two.
Okay. So you back over to maybe the further edge of the property. So you can just about see Jinny through the open doorway and see Jack and Eugene and Blaine. So how far back are you stepping? Well, like I say, all this while you can feel this like knot, like I say, this sickening knot in your stomach. Blaine, you can give me another power roll as well. And you can also give me a spot hidden roll, Blaine. Okay. So Blaine, you as Jack pulls you towards him, you notice that sickening knot in your stomach just is gone.
Is that just because I've gone out of the range?
No, I'm not. That's for you to decide. Sorry, wait. What did you say? How far back did you say Lorelei was standing?
Just so I can see both of them without having to keep looking around.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how far back that's going to be.
Give me a look.
I want
look
both
roll.
of them in my field of vision.
Give me a look roll. I guess that will be a random way of determining it. Okay.
That's a pass, whichever way that goes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
So what's Pistol and Faith doing?
So, yeah, why don't you go ahead first, Faith? I'm still thinking.
Faith was looking around inside the cabin when Pistol was talking to Jinny, and you're still aiming a gun out the.
I've
Jack.
stepped out onto the porch. I'm aiming my gun at Jack.
Yeah.
Has Eugene got a gun, by the way?
Yeah, we did give. Yeah, we threw one at him, and then he picked it up to me.
No, I put it back in Paul's shack.
Yeah, he didn't.
Neither of you knew how to
Okay,
use
you
it.
can be trusted with it. Okay.
Yeah. Because he kind of dropped it. Dropped it and fumbled
Yeah,
it.
he dropped it.
So no.
Faith just kind of like, what is it? Like, we can't just stay here. We have to go find Pa. And she steps out on the porch. Pistol, stop pointing guns at people. You know, this is not getting us anywhere.
As soon as you can tell me who to trust, I will. I lowered a little bit now that he's let go of Blaine, or Blaine's gotten free of him, but like I'm keeping it ready. The buttstock's in my shoulder.
Okay.
I'm not aiming it actively at Jack anymore.
Well, we know where to go. Do you want to?
Do we? Because I have a feeling that Jack's going to tell us to go back the other way and head towards the still. So how do we know which way is right?
So at this moment, until I give you the thumbs up, can everybody bar Blaine remove their headphones, please?
Okay.
Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. So, Blaine, as Jack pulls you towards him, away from the shack. Something unusual catches your eye about Jack. You see what you at first take to be like the tendons in his neck, sort of stretched taut from his anger and his shouting. You see them squirm and move, and you see what looks at first. You think it's like just sweat running a dirty track down his face, like down his grubby face, and then you realise there's like muddy water coming weeping from the corner of one of his eyes and out of his ear. And
how's that with you, Jack?
And he kind of looks at you, and as he looks and smiles, his smile is a bit too wide, and you can see what look like roots inside his mouth, desperately trying to hold the flesh and skin together. And there's a smell of burning peat as smoke curls from the corner of his mouth.
What the?
And his eyes are like just suddenly bloodshot. You can see the blood vessels in his eyes just popping and bleeding.
What the hell, Jack?
And you can make a sanity roll.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you lose. Ooh, just a 1 point of sanity. So suddenly Blaine staggers back away from Jack, tripping over the stones that form the boundary around the property. And Blaine, you can give me a look roll.
I'm also going to pull out my knife as well.
Okay, well, in a moment you can. Not during your involuntary action, you can't.
Okay, fine.
Oh, right. Okay, so as you like stagger back, you trip over the line of stones,
Okay,
knocking two of the jars out of the ground and scattering the contents across the floor.
Oh, this ain't good.
And
oh no.
And you kind of land heavily on your rump on the floor.
Jack, what the hell's going on, you man?
Right, and Jack sort of smiles, and as he smiles, his mouth kind of splits open wide, and root-like tendrils can be seen, like sort of poking out of his mouth, like almost like as if they're trying to stitch his face back together, where it's like this huge slash of where his mouth used to be. And he steps forward, sort of gurgling and gasping, "Zach, don't kill you, bitch!"
Pistol! Fire!
And you can all make a sanity roll now.
Okay.
As Jack comes forward, there's smoke billowing from his mouth. It smells like burning peat, and you can see all his skin is like squirming, as if like worms or something is like squirming beneath his skin. You can see mud pouring out of his eyes and his ears and out of his open mouth, and his skin starts to split, and you can see dirt and mud and roots poking out through his skin as his skin starts to rupture and tear with every step he takes towards the shack.
I failed.
Are we going to initiative?
We're going to sanity's first, so sanity. So Pistol, you pass, so you lose 1d4 sanity.
D4, gotcha.
1d4. If you fail your sanity roll, you lose 1d8.
1. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
Pistol is what tight.
So Pistol, you've got the gun, the rifle, but the sight of Jack causes you to hesitate.
Oh no, I did mine's 1. 2.
Oh!
Although I will say,
Faith kind of
Lorelai!
Oh, dear.
Why are you with the 8? Oh, because you failed.
That's the first mental break of the game.
Okay. That's indefinite. That's gone. You've gone indefinitely insane. Well, give us an idea. Oh, there's no idea roll because you've gone indefinitely insane. So you have a bout of madness immediately. Okay.
Makes sense.
Let's see.
Makes sense.
Okay. Oh, I thought my random table was set up on here. It's not. Just 1 second. I have to. Well, I'll just. Okay. I will say, Lorelei, you scream. So Lorelei gives a terrified scream and just flees from the cabin, away from Jack, and into the woods.
The arms of Eugene.
Fair.
Make sure you go north.
Yeah, so out of the rest of you, everybody lost at least 1 point sanity. So yeah, you just like stunned into inaction as Jack strides forward and straight towards where Pistol is stood, and he tries to wrench the gun from your hands. So let's give it a...
Yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Okay.
Mr. Pistol, I think your decision got a lot easier.
So yeah, you can fight back or you can dodge.
I'm gonna try and dodge, I think, to maintain my hold on the rifle.
Radio.
So
a tie, you win on a tie with dodges.
Oh.
If you fight back,
my dodge isn't great.
Yeah. Fighting back, you have to have a better level of success.
Okay. Do I fight back with brawl to like club him with the stock?
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, you can do that. Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Probably fire too as he grabs it.
But
at short range.
Forces sanity.
So you'll not be able to fire the gun at him. Whether you accidentally let off a shot is another thing. So we'll see what happens.
No, I'll try and keep my hold on the rifle and just do a butt stock check with him to try and get him off of me.
Okay.
So yeah.
Give us a fighting brawl roll then.
Come on. Plus 6 or 7, yeah? No. Nice.
Oh, that is so you tussle. So he goes to grab the rifle, but you sort of you try and wrench it free. So you kind of both have hold of the rifle, trying to like wrestle it from the other. Okay, so what's somebody doing? So let me just get...
screaming and running into the woods.
Yes, apart from Lorelei. Let's
Dexterity, isn't it?
Yes, I'm just going to put everybody into combat. So on the top right-hand corner, you will see an icon that looks like a set of cross swords, which is the combat. Oh, we've got some ghouls in there. They don't want to be there. What are they doing there? That must have been. Yeah, so that must be from. Must have killed the previous combat.
I know exactly where they're from.
They've gone now. So we need to remove Lorelei, remove combatant, and then roll everybody's thing. So, Faith, you can act first.
Faith screams, "Get away from my brothers!" and attempts to tackle Swamp Thing guy.
Okay, go ahead. So you're just trying to tackle him to the ground, or just going to try and what exactly are you doing?
Well, shove him away from Pistol first off, and if he hits the ground, even better.
Oh, is initiative automatic in 70?
Yeah. So it's just there's no initiative roll. It just goes on your dex rank.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you got like a firearm, in which case it adds to your initiative.
Yeah, if it's ready.
If it's ready, yeah.
Yeah. So if you've got a firearm that's aimed and ready, then it increases your initiative by 100.
Oh wow, jeez, they really want to make that deadly. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, but at the minute, obviously, you're like grapple, kind of.
Yeah, I was stunned by the
and
by the sand loss. It makes sense.
Trying to fight. Both got hold of the rifle at the moment. So yeah, so give us a fighting brawl, and so I guess Jack will. It's going to be fighting back as well. I guess he's not going to dodge.
Just keep those mouth tentacles away from me. I don't like it.
Okay, so all right, so Jack, Faith, as you try and push Jack out of the way, he just turns on you and just backhands you across the face, knocking you clean off your feet. And you take as he does, the skin on his hand just is torn away, and all that's beneath is kind of like bones and jagged roots and wood and mud and dirt and rocks, and as it hits it just tears into your face. And the strength of it as well, just like I say, it just knocks you straight off your feet. And you take 9 points of damage.
Oh, is that a major wound?
Yes, that is. You only had 10 hit points.
Wow, so that is a con check, as he nearly kills you in one blow. So that is a major wound, and you are unconscious. So yeah, so there's just this massive spray of blood, the sound of like cracking bones, and Faith is just like flung off her feet and hits the deck. Like I said, just all the side of her face, just a mess of blood and torn flesh.
You just watched someone ragdoll your sister.
I know, but.
By the way, something I should mention. I'll mention about all the icons on the top right as well. You can left click on them to open them, but if you right click, it'll open that menu, that window in like a separate window, so you can drag it around and stuff. Yep. You want to look at two things at once. Yeah. Okay, so that was Faith. So next is Eugene. So I think Eugene is just kind of stunned into inaction at the moment.
You know, I'm beginning to think I'm in the right place.
So, Pistol, you're next. So Jack has no longer got hold of your rifle. I'm going
to shoot him.
Okay, so he's just a few feet in front of you. So if you click on the gun in your combat tab.
Oh, in the combat tab?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Bolt action rifle, indeed. I have not selected a target. I'll just
no, that's fine. Yeah, that's just if we're using tactical combat. Right. So let me add point blank range onto there, because he's definitely in point blank range. So then you can go ahead and click that little white button that says roll firearms on the card in the chat, weapons card in the chat.
Impale.
Oh,
so I'm going to use my luck. Can I do that?
You can. So if you click on the result. Yeah, you can combat rolls. Yeah, you can't push combat rolls, but you can spend luck. So if you click on the roll on the card, it'll expand it, and you'll see buttons beneath it that say spend 9 luck to pass, spend 32 to get a hard success, or spend 45 to get an extreme. Obviously,
you just laid out my sister. I'm going for a hard success.
Okay, so then you've got your roll damage. So click on the roll damage. Okay, so you turn, raising the rifle as it's just literally just in front of you, raising the rifle up to the side of Jack's head, pull the trigger, and his head explodes as the bullet just like takes his head clean off, and there's just this jagged stump of like I say, there's no blood, it's just mud and dirt, chunks of like necrotized flesh and roots, like tree roots, instead of like protruding from his neck as his body falls dead to the floor.
And I drop the rifle and rush to Faith's side, drop to my knees.
Okay, so what's what else doing? Apart from Lorelei, who's running, screaming into the woods.
Yeah, I'm going to run to Faith as well.
Don't worry about me, you know.
So,
I'm looking back.
So Eugene comes to his senses and he runs, Lola, and he goes running after her. He goes running off into the woods.
Oh, see, your husband's chasing you. You're good.
Oh God, I'm going to run more.
If you hit her worth a damn, you save my sister. You hear?
Right. So yeah, Jinny. So Jinny, the old woman, she comes out of the shack, and kind of pushes you aside. Step aside now. I do what I can. And she starts playing all these kind of like poultices made of moss and leaves and bits of like what look like mud that she pulls from these like little packages and things that she's got stuffed in a.
That ain't gonna make her like him, is it?
No. Don't you worry now.
You did good, boy. You did good.
Says now you hold her still.
I'll put my hands on her to hold her down.
Yeah.
I've had to hold a man who was having a bullet extracted before. I know how it is. Not me personally. Pistol, I'm sure, being a bootlegger.
Okay.
I've definitely had people in the mines get crushed legs and things.
Right.
So while you're doing this, so this takes obviously it takes a few minutes for her to apply these poultices, and she's stitching her cheek, a tattered, ragged flesh of a cheek together with this needle made out looks like it's made out of bone, and thread that's made out of gut. But while this is happening, you hear this noise, kind of like the rustling of like tree branches in the wind, and looking back, you see Jack's body just suddenly just dissolve, not dissolve, but like just break apart and turn into, and just disintegrates into like ash, and this cloud of ash just blows up into the sky and just dissipates. Although you see most, in fact, you can make a spot hidden roll.
Can I?
All
That's
of you
the
can
question.
make. All of you can make one. So Blaine can't.
Far too focused.
Yeah.
Everybody
I'm not
except
bad.
me.
Well, yeah, so not Faith as well. Okay.
Not bad. Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, this cloud of ash, like just erupts up from, it disintegrates into this cloud of ash, and it just erupts up into the sky and kind of dissipates. But you notice a fair chunk of it, most of it, it flies in a northerly direction. And is gone, just disappears.
Is that where the wind was going?
Yeah, good question.
I would say that
I didn't see it.
is what's gone off there? What are you doing? We're not going to be rolling as Jinny Bishop, and we don't want to roll that many dice. Let's do that again. So no, the wind is not blowing to the north. It is blowing
natural.
In quite the opposite direction. So Jinny, with her ministering to Faith, manages to restore her 3 hit points.
Ooh.
But her face is blackened and bruised. You can see there's like part of her jaw is broken, fractured.
You give anything for the pain?
She says, I can, but it may dull her senses, but that may be for the best. And
It's Faith's choice.
So Faith is probably still unconscious, I would say, at this
okay.
point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some responsible person's going to have to make medical decisions for her.
I do not have power of attorney.
If you have something, just give it to me. We need her sharp when she wakes up, and then if she decides to take it, it'll be her choice.
Right, she nods and she comes back out, and she hands you this this glass, this kind of grubby looking little glass bottle with a cork stopper in it. It says, if there's a need, You give her this.
Slaughtering him.
She doesn't answer.
I'm gonna assume it is, but it probably isn't.
Yeah, so it looks dirty. It's like this dirty looking viscous.
Like every other jar she's got. Yeah.
You just polish in here.
Did you see a washer when you were in there?
Right.
And then she takes this other little bottle from her pocket. So it's got this kind of yellowish orange fluid in it. And she uncorks out, and as she does, there's this really acidic sort of smell that you feel it like you can in your nostrils, like burning your nostrils. She kind of waves. She sticks under Faith's nose, and you can make another Constitution check, Faith.
Okay.
Okay, and you wake to intense pain. The side of your face feels like it's on fire. Your head feels like it's being split open by this intense headache, and you can just taste blood in your mouth.
Yeah, Faith starts to scramble backward and go, where's Jack?
Oh,
What?
no, I'm holding her down. I've got you. I've got you, sis.
Okay, well she's struggling against you then.
Do you want drugs? It'll fog your head, but we got something you can take. You want it?
Maybe. Yeah, my head's killing me. What happened after?
I put the bottle in her hand. It's her choice to drink it.
Okay.
Jinny patched you up. You took a mighty big hit from that. Well, from Jack.
What happened to him? Where'd he go?
He's gone. I killed him.
Good.
And Faith, your appearance has dropped to 20.
Wow.
That's okay.
I'm sure it'll clear up once you heal over. It'll be fine.
People still love her for her personality.
Miss Jenny, I think I may have been too hasty in my dismissal of your appraisal of the situation. What the hell was Jack?
He's something old as the land itself. My ancestors, they called him the Skin Crawler, but his true name, that's lost to time.
It ain't dead, is it? I just killed.
She shakes her head.
Body.
She just shakes her head.
Can we kill it?
It's that I don't know. It is certainly beyond my power.
I mean, I got some blasting caps.
Is that what you sent Paul after?
No, that is not what your path. That is the Skin Crawler is responsible of sorts.
Okay.
She is what it is what gives Sadie life.
And Sadie is a malign influence in this area. Is that why Paul was putting her down?
She kind of looks at you and doesn't say anything, and then turns and walks back into the shack. Says, "If you wish, I can bestow upon you the weapons that you require."
I immediately stand up and walk after her.
Faith scrambles to her feet as soon as Pistol lets go of her and goes, Where's Lorelei?
Gone.
Eugene's going to bring her back. She was overcome.
Is Eugene, gonna get
No,
lost?
he could. He ain't a tree. He's just Eugene. I'm finding out how to navigate the vocabulary around this.
It doesn't require much navigation. Faith goes to follow Pistol in.
Okay.
Goes, you said something about weapons?
Says, now you be still, young lady. There's no assistance you can provide. Unless you wanted to take what little life you have left.
Well, Miss Jinny, I don't know if you'd be able to stop my sister from helping our pa.
Now that I didn't say, but I can't take from her what can help. If I were to do that, it would take her life as well.
Well, you best take it from me then.
As you wish. Are you sure? Do you give me
I ain't
consent?
sure of none of this.
Very well. Now, do you wish to have something for the pain? It will dull your senses some for quite some time.
Nah, I can take it.
Blaine Tuft, you get in here. You hold your brother down.
You sure about this, Pistol?
What, you gonna do it, old man?
I'm 37.
You're old compared to me.
Yeah.
Faith holds her hands out to Pistol and goes, hand me the rifle. I can use it too.
I hand it to her.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jinny clears the table and tells Pistol to lie down the table. Then she takes some twine and ties your legs together at their ankles. Says, now Faith, can you muster the strength to hold on to your brother's legs?
Faith approaches Pistol and kind of uses her body weight to hold the legs down. You be strong, Pistol.
Now, Blaine, you take hold of his shoulders now, and don't you let go. Not unless you want this to go badly. Don't hesitate, son. Move.
I'm just like one of those boys you saved in the mine now, Blaine. You can do it. I believe in you. You're my brother.
You really want to do this?
We got to.
Okay. I love it, boy. Hold him down.
Okay. So, as you hold Pistol down, Jinny goes over to a workbench, back to you all, and then she turns with like this leather bundle, which she unrolls, puts on the side of on the table at the side of Pistol, unrolls it, revealing a rather sharp looking knife, as well as a hammer and a chisel.
These things dirty too?
They're not the cleanest, no.
Faith kind of mutters under her breath about wishing she'd brought some rubbing alcohol with her.
Oh, Pistol doesn't mutter. He's like, damn, ain't nothing in your shack clean?
Wait, you got any moonshine on you, boy?
You offering to wash this woman's dishes, Pistol?
Says, no, you weren't on there. Do the job. You just make sure you get this cleaned up later on. And she looks and looks at you, Blaine, and says, now hold him good.
He's like,
Okay, and she lifts Blaine's Pistol's shirt, and without hesitation, she just like sticks the knife into your side, down by your lower ribs, and cuts deep. And you can, Blaine, you can make a strength check, and Pistol, you can make a constitution. Well, actually, not a constitution yet. You can make a constitution check in a moment.
See, if we had to do this the other way around, it would not have worked out.
So Blaine, you need to make a strength check. As obviously, yeah. So you manage to hold it down as Pistol like sort of grimaces, screams, and bucks against the pain as Jinny cuts him deep, and then she takes the chisel and the hammer, sticking it inside, and you can feel it, the tip of the chisel wedged against the lower like floating rib, and then she brings down the hammer. And you can.
Fantasy thing as well. Fantasy thing.
I'm not going to be cruel to make do a sanity roll on that. So you can make another strength check though. And now you can make a constitution check for Pistol.
Okay.
When I told her I wanted to assist in surgery, this wasn't what I had in mind.
I would like to use some luck on that.
I would say that's probably a good idea. So if you click on the thing in the chat, it will expand it and give you a button to spend the luck. Unless you wanted to push it, of course.
Oh wow! Hey, that would be quite amusing.
That would be brave.
I mean, I've got 80. What are the chances? You know, I mean.
Oh, don't say that. That's a fatal thing to say.
I think I might push it. I might push it.
You could have pushed it.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
I mean,
I believe in you.
Okay, so as Pistol like suddenly lets out this massive scream and bucks, and like he slips out of your grasp and sits bolt upright, and the chisel slips and digs deeper into Pistol's side, and you take. You take 4 points of damage.
Hey, it's not half.
It's not half. Did you make the Constitution check?
Should I modify it or just straight Constitution?
No, just straight
still?
Constitution check. Just straight con.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh
no,
yeah.
that's
So
not gonna
you
work.
are. Yeah. So Pistol screams and passes out.
Wait, can I push it?
Oh, you can. You can push it, or you can spend luck.
I actually think at this point, being passed out might be better.
Yeah,
It's up to you.
Well, I don't know. Like, it's possible that the damage could be worse. This could kill me if I don't succeed at this.
So the damage, you're still going to take the damage. This is just essential. This is just
to see if I'm awake.
Yeah, see if you manage to like endure the pain.
I'll pass out then.
Okay, yeah, cool.
It's not like local surgery where it's like, can you feel that? Can you feel that? No, he's just down.
Okay.
Faith would like to use her medical training to try and assist in saving Pistol's life.
Okay. Yeah, you can patch him.
Well, I don't think I'm dying, depending upon how much damage the procedure does on top of.
No, so there's no actual damage from the procedure. Sorry, there's a point of damage from the procedure, and then there's 4 damage from the slip.
Okay, so now I'm down to half.
Yeah.
Total.
So, but that wasn't that wasn't all in one go. That were 2 separate.
It wasn't in one. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's no. So it's not a wound.
And now that you're passed out, we don't really need to hold you down. So.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So are you gonna try and tend to help Jinny patch him up then? Yeah. Okay. So.
Yes.
Meanwhile, in the woods, Lorelei, you're just like running blind in a blind panic. Like tree branches whipping across your face, across your arms and your legs, ripping at your dress, till you suddenly stumble and stagger and fall land on your hands and knees, landing in the edge of a
Don't say it.
in the edge of a shallow river or stream, a large stream.
Oh,
And nearby you can hear
there
this.
was some poison ivy
Poison
coming my way.
Oh, justice! And nearby you can hear the sound, the roaring sound of a waterfall. And somewhere behind you can hear the familiar voice, Lola, Lola, where are you? Where are you?
Over here.
Okay, so
I'll try and pick myself up, shake off whatever it was that came over me. I'm quite grateful that I wasn't there, to be fair. Yeah, I'll try and shake my head free of yeah. Must have reacted quite badly to that. I'm quite upset with myself. I'll try and pull myself together for Eugene.
okay, so Eugene, by the time you've kind of straightened yourself up a little bit and compose yourself, Eugene comes crashing through the undergrowth. You can see tears streaking down his face. This look of abject panic and terror on his face. He's, oh my God, you're there! Oh Lord, I thought I'd lost you. For God's sake! So, are you all right? And he comes
really do care.
And he comes over and grabs you, almost crushes the breath out of you.
I'm sorry, Eugene. I don't know what came over me.
So you don't need to be sorry. That was something horrible happened back there. I'm sorry, Laura. I should never have listened to that old fool. Whatever he was.
He was just a foolish man. Must have been. I can't have seen what I thought I saw.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I don't want to think. Oh, all I care to think about is that you are well and we're together. So,
how was?
Go on, sorry.
Are the others okay?
I don't know. I ran when you ran. I ran to. I don't know. I heard a shot. So, taking a moment to finally look around where you are. Like I said, you're near the bottom of a waterfall that comes crashing over a cliff above you. It's really, the sound of the crashing water is so loud that you're both having to raise your voices to be heard. And you can make a spot hidden roll. Okay, so over by the base of the cliff, near where near the bottom of the fall, it's kind of almost like an overhang. The cliff overhangs, and then like a shadowed alcove or nook in the base of this cliff, and you see a small child suddenly duck back into the shadows.
I'll sort of squat down and go, hello there. It's okay. We're not going to hurt you.
You can give us a...
Coming out there.
You can give us a charm or a persuade roll.
Eugene, would you like to try and coax a small child out?
No confidence in your abilities.
My charming and persuading skills are really quite good.
Oh wow. Okay, so you can just it seems the figure, this little child, this child can't be, maybe look about maybe 5 or 6 years old from the sides of them, and they disappear into the shadows. But when you coax them, you can see them slowly start to emerge from the shadows at the back of this nook. And they come forward more into light, more and more, and they're wearing like tattered, worn, old clothes, and in the hand, from the hand hangs an old battered teddy bear. One of its legs are missing, and it's most of fur has got, the fur has gone off. It's like really threadbare. And you can make an idea roll. So there's something causes you to pause as this child steps forward out of the shadows. The bear that she's carrying, you recognise it. It was yours.
Okay. What?
Without a doubt. You're convinced this was the toy bear that you had as a child. And the clothes it's wearing as this child steps fully into the light. You see it's a young boy, like I say, about 5 or 6. And you recognise the clothes it's wearing as well. As ones you remember seeing Blaine wearing, seen in photos of Blaine when he was a young boy, about the same age.
Hey now, where did you get that old thing from?
Right, and
that looks like my Mr. Bimble.
And the light falls upon their face. And you can make a sanity roll.
Oh, that's a cute kid.
Cheers.
Such a cutie pie.
Hey, you guys!
I'm now going to scream and run the other way.
Let's see. It's not that simple.
No, I'm good. I was going to say, I'm just going to spend the entire night just screaming and running that way, and then that way, and that way.
The Scooby-Doo thing.
Yeah, so zoinks.
Okay, so yeah, as this young boy steps forward, you can see he's kind of walking with a bit of a limp. One of his legs is slightly malformed, as well as his more obvious deformation of his face, and there's just like ragged sort of patches and tufts of hair growing out of his scalp. And he kind of smiles, and as he smiles, you can see all of his teeth are like sort of misshapen and malformed. And as he speaks, like drool runs from the corner of his mouth. Brrr. Family. And he holds something out. He holds a square of paper out towards you.
I'm going to try
Right,
not
Eugene,
to
whoa,
too
whoa,
disgusted.
what the hell?
Eugene,
What the hell? So
quit your
these
yapping.
mongrel children now, and what the hell's going on? Who are you, kid? Where's your ma? Where's your pa? What are you doing?
I'm going to try not to look too disgusted, and I'm going to just gesture for Eugene to bugger off a bit. I'm going to reach out for the bit of paper.
Okay. So yeah, Eugene kind of like he puts his hand out to kind of like almost as if he's going to stop you from going forward at first, and then lowers his hand and steps back a little bit. You reach out, and this child kind of steps close towards you, stepping across the stream, and hands you this photograph. On the back, it says, in your father's handwriting, it says, family. And on the other side is a picture of you and your siblings.
Now, where did you get this from?
And he goes, family. And we'll cut back to the shack. So, can Faith give us a first aid roll?
Okay.
You can do it with a bonus dice as well, sorry. Oh, it doesn't matter, you passed anyway, so that's fine. So, that means that pistol, you get nothing. Why is it not rolled? Okay, I'll try that again. You get 2 hit points back from the ministrations.
All right.
Oop. Excuse the man. And yeah, you finally, you eventually come round not long after. Still laid on the table, with your siblings stood around, concerned look on their faces. Meanwhile, you hear the sound of scraping and scratching, and looking over your shoulder, you can see Jinny hard at work at her workbench.
Well, that that weren't too bad.
Faith offers him the little jar of not laudanum and go, want a sip?
No, I'm good.
This is one of your more harebrained ideas, Pistol, but I hope it works.
I hope so too.
Maybe make a detour via the still and pick something up for your nurse.
Little liquid courage. I don't know if he needs it.
Oh, I don't know. That boy ain't short on courage.
Right, so you can hear Jinny muttering something. Yeah, you're not sure if she's talking to herself or she's talking to you. You can barely hear what she's saying over the sounds of her working away at the workbench. The three of you can make a listen roll.
I don't know if I'm in any condition to listen, but
Well, you're awake, so
that's true. I mean, I'm just bad at it anyway. Nobody ever has anything good to say.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing.
So what are you doing?
Waiting for the finish. Yeah, you gonna be long there, Jenna?
She kind of half turns, looking over her shoulder. She says, almost done. She comes. She shows you a handiwork.
How many hours of daylight do you think we've got left?
How many hours of daylight? That's a good question. I would say... Oh, somebody got some compressed air.
I thought I muted my mic. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I would say you've probably got about 3.
It's a summer, so
No, what am I talking about?
you've got a good 4 or 5 hours left of daylight.
So it's not going to get dark until like after 9.
Truly dark until after 9 o'clock. Because it's the summer. All right.
Let's go and find Lorelei and Eugene.
So yeah, like I say, Jinny shows her handiwork. She's holds up in her hand Pistol's rib, which she's been carving like marks and some kind of symbols into the surface of the rib, cutting grooves into it, and she's currently rubbing it with this foul-smelling, dirty like poultice.
Oh, that was gonna kill me.
And then she
Takes a small like
sort of like she takes a small meat cleaver, puts it to the tip of the rib to the workbench and starts hacking away at it till she fashions a sharp point, and then binds twine
and copper wire around the other end to make a handle, a grip on the handle.
before handing it to Pistol.
You go, boy, you can make yourself a girlfriend out of that.
I don't think it worked that way, Blaine. But it got to be me to use this thing, or can it be anybody? I ain't too good with stabbing things.
Says anyone that wheels that will do just fine. Says remember boy, blood is family, and family is blood.
Yeah.
Well, Pistol, at least you'll have an interesting souvenir after.
Now I can do this once more before I exhaust what any help I can provide. But the choice is yours. Time is a wasting.
Yeah, I think
better not. We need
somebody like out of character. We need somebody in full health.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Jinny, but I think we're gonna have to make do with this. I don't want anybody else to have to go through that.
Faith nods and pats the rifle and goes, I'll be more used to this than I will be trying to tackle anything anyway.
So then you better be on your way. 2 hours to the north, remember? I'll bring you to the bog. Bring you to your father.
Yeah, well,
bring you to Sadie.
Did Lorelei go to
find our sister first?
Yeah, what direction did Lorelei go?
So roughly north, roughly. Obviously, you don't know exactly.
She just ran blindly into the forest.
That's fine. I Faith can track her.
Yeah.
She wasn't exactly subtle.
Yeah. Faith.
Especially if Eugene tramps in after us as well.
Blaine, you better take this here sticker. I ain't in no condition.
Yeah. He looked very unnerved at holding his brother's bone in his hand. It's like, okay then.
Yeah.
Just don't think too hard about what it's made out of, Blaine.
Just think of it as a loner. You can get back to me when you're done.
Sure. Thanks, boy.
We should find Lorelei. I'm not sure I trust Eugene to drag her back here safely. Faith moves to the door of the cabin and goes, Pistol, can he walk?
Yeah, I'll walk out of here. looking around as he very painfully gets up from the table.
Definitely don't want to be resting too long here.
Okay. So
Sorry about the damage to your yard there, Jinny. We'll be on our way.
Faith moves outside and looks if she can pick up Lorelei's trail.
Okay. So Ginny kind of follows you outside. She doesn't. She just walks to this line of stones and jars that that Blaine disturbed, and she carefully replaces them.
And again, I'm sorry about that, ma'am.
So she gives. Once she's done that, she gives you all one last look. She never she doesn't say anything more. She watches you as you like walk into the tree line, and then turns back and heads back into a shack. So you can give us a tracking roll, perhaps, Faith.
Okay. I will spend the 9 luck.
Very good. Good plan. Good plan. Let me just write my things out. Yep, that should be right. There we go. Rightio. Okay, cool. So, it's pretty easy to pick up a trail. It's just like, there's broken branches and says clear signs of a passage, frantic passage through the forest everywhere.
I
just heard
I should have gotten a bonus on that roll because this wasn't some walking through the bush. This was someone charging blindly
Indeed.
through like a mad elephant.
Neither of them too good in the woods.
That's a good point. You could have had a bonus dice. I would have let you have that.
Well, can I have the luck back?
Give me another. Roll me another d10 then, and see if you would have passed with the bonus dice.
Okay.
So roll a d10, just a d10, so you can click on it. Yeah, there you go. No.
No, you can't.
No.
Okay. Then no, I can't.
No.
Okay.
No.
Fair enough.
My generosity does not extend that far. Okay. So yeah, like I say, you can clearly pick out a trail, and it's no problem following it. As it veers, it sort of heads north first, and then veers off towards the northwest, away from your proposed destination.
Faith starts marking trees so we can find her way back to the north.
Okay.
With her pocket knife, and continues to track Lorelei.
Okie dokie. Right. So,
meanwhile, back at the waterfall.
Well, what are you doing, Lorelei?
I'm going to. Where did you get this?
Right, and the boy holds out his hand.
Why don't you come back with us? And I'll take his hand.
Okay.
And try and get him to come back.
Okay. They pull. So as you pull him away, he pulls the opposite way. Family. And he starts trying to pull you towards the waterfall.
I'll go with him.
Okay.
I'm a sucker. Come on, Eugene.
Eugene just kind of shakes his head and follows and jogs over to catch you up and follows you. So this child leads you back towards the this nook, this kind of shadowed depression in the cliff face. As you get closer, you can see there's actually a cave running back into the face of this cliff. And it leads you.
How far back does it seem to go?
It goes beyond what you can see.
Has he got any sort of torch or?
So as when you get so far in, he picks up like this battered old lantern, and lights it up, and you can see as the light illuminates your surroundings, barely. You can see just inside. You see an old rusting distillery. It's copper pipes, green with corrosion, a collection of rotting barrels sitting nearby. And among the ruins still are discarded toys and other detritus that just litter the floor. And there's like a tunnel that leads deeper into this cave. You can make an intelligence roll as well.
What, like this is a really bad plan?
Okay. So, the little boy continues to pull you down, past the still and deeper into the cave. You're gonna go with him?
Do I recognise any of
So as you pass
these
them,
toys?
Glancing down, you're able to pick out old toys that you recognise. In fact, they're all old family toys and cast-off clothes that you recognise. Some of them are yours, some of them are Blaine's, some perhaps belonging to Faith and Pistol when they were small, before you took them into your house. There's Blaine's old rocking horse, Faith's bow and arrow set, your childhood dolls,
and Pistol's sling.
I'm gonna pick up the sling. Are there any like sling stones?
No,
or
there's
anything like that?
there's bits. Yeah, there's bound to be like bits, little rocks and stuff you could pick up to use with that. Yeah, sure.
My chances of hitting anything are negligible, I feel, but I'll feel slightly better having at least something.
Okay, so you head. So you're led into this cave. This little boy leading the way with shining the dim light from this lantern,
And leads you into down this short passageway, the short tunnel, into where it widens out into into a bigger cave. Not massive, just the light from the lantern kind of more or less illuminates it. And lying all around, all over the floor, there's kind of makeshift beds, like piles of like leaves and bracken, topped with more old clothing or old blankets to like make makeshift beds. There's probably maybe about a dozen or more. In fact, as you go further into the cave, you can see there's at least twice that number. And sat around in the shadows are more of these children. Some the same age, some younger, some barely more than like an infant, and some that maybe 10, 12 years old, and all of them carry some kind of like physical deformity. And the little boy looks at that's got hold of your hand, looks up. Family, and he points towards one of the walls where there are 10, 20 or more sort of photographs that are a bit creased, faded, bit of water damage on them, and all of these photographs are of either family photos of you and your siblings or individual photos of each of you at various points in your life.
I'm just going to have a mental shit moment. What's your name, Sunshine?
Family, and in unison they all go, family, and they like swarm all around you. So, meanwhile, back in the forest, you so if you manage to, like I say, it's Lorelei's trail is easy to find, and eventually you can hear in the distance. You hear the sound of crashing water, and Pistol. It takes you a moment, but you suddenly realise, you start to recognise your surroundings, and you realise you're heading towards your father's old still. What are you doing?
We come to the water's edge.
Well, Faith is turns to Pistol and goes, "I hear water, don't you?" And continues to proceed towards the waterfall.
Oh, are we still? Is Brian still with us? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It looks like the camera showed.
Actually, not a bad idea. I don't think we've had a drink for a while. Might be good to stay hydrated, kids.
Yeah, I'm just holding my side and following.
Well,
been very quietly in pain, trying to put on a tough face for my sister, my older brother.
Okay, so just a moment later, you come across the edge of this small river or large stream, and the waterfall that's feeding it. And like I say, Pistol, you instantly recognize this place. This is where your father still is hidden, in the cave at beneath the waterfall.
Is this? I mean, have we been going for about 2 hours, or no? This is us following their tracks. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we turned away from the north.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not too long. Maybe can't be more than like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. It's been a while since I've been here, but
I guess we can't see
No.
wet footprints on the other side of the river.
No.
So work out she hasn't gone through the river.
So Faith, the tracks stop at the you lose the tracks at the end of this river, this stream.
Faith comes to a stop at the river and turns to the two and goes, "Well, the tracks stop here. I guess I'll look and see if I can pick them up on the other side."
Okay. Hammy, so you can give
you don't think they went inside the cave?
So yeah,
she ain't trying to lose us, so she ain't gonna go on.
So Blaine and Faith, you don't know anything about a cave or anything.
And
they don't know about it. This is so I tell them, like, this is pause still. There's cave here.
Faith turns to him and goes, "Do you think Lorelei knows about that? She'd know to go to the cave?"
No, she wouldn't, but she might have stumbled into it.
Well, we should go check.
Not check it.
Yeah. You're right. We should check.
I got my
Who knows
I got
where
my
she
torch
is.
on me. Anyone else got a torch?
No. Well, let me double check. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I do have a fish hook and a link to twine though. If I wanted to fish here at the stream.
Better than a
Good
man.
effort.
Better than a man. So I guess we go like behind the waterfall. Into the
Okay.
cabin. Then we
Yeah,
talk
Pistol.
on-
Maybe you can catch dinner for us later.
Okay, so yeah, you find the still, this rotting, decaying old still, and you see this pile of discarded toys and scraps of clothing, and you can all make that idea roll, that intelligence roll. That's a yes.
Look at
So
all this junk.
yeah, so Pistol and Blaine, So Blaine, you recognise your old rocking horse from when you were just about 4 or 5 years old.
Do you need like the still? Do you need like firewood? Burn it.
You would, yes, you would, yeah. You'd use fire, you'd use wood to burn. It doesn't look like it's. I mean, it's not been broken up or anything.
Right.
But there's other toys as well. There's not just that. There's dolls. You recognise Lorelei's dolls and Faith's. Faith, even though Faith doesn't kind of walks past without realising. But yeah, there's a bow and arrow that looks like it were belonged to Faith.
I'll bring all this stuff down here. So, you seem to be acquainted with this place. Was this here last time you were here?
That's a good question. Like, did I know Paul was bringing stuff like this down here,
No.
or is this new?
No. You've not seen this before.
No, he didn't used to drag all this stuff up here. Hell, most of the stuff been lost for years. I think. I can't remember the last time I saw your old rocking horse. Certainly wasn't at his shack.
Okay. Now I'm going to call out to Lorelei. Are you okay that I'm not going to try and summon a bear or anything if I call her name?
Yeah, go ahead. There shouldn't. This place has always been clear,
Okay.
been safe.
Lorelei! Lorelei, you in here?
Okay, so Lorelei, suddenly you hear Blaine's voice echoing down into this cave, and the children just scatter in a blind panic, like cowering around the edges of the room. A couple of the bigger ones maybe pick up a rock or a stick.
I'll just go, "It's okay, children. It's okay. They're friends." And I'll shout, "In here!"
The torch comes around the corner first of all, and a beam of light just casting itself over the wall
Yeah.
and into the cabin. What the
Wait, do
hell
you
is
have a
all of-
full-on, like, fancy, newfangled, battery-operated torch?
Apparently. Well, yeah, all the best of the miners.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's his miner's lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had electric.
little dynamite.
Well,
Yeah.
it's probably a carbide, but yeah. Either way, like, you're not just carrying a torch, like you have a device. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think there was a lantern in the Paw's house too. It's just we didn't take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't think to take anything.
So see, there's a torch like casts over the photos on the back wall. What the hell? Lorelei?
Faith is sticking with Pistol, so she's worried about her brother.
Okay.
I mean, I think I'm healthier than you are at this point, but I get what you're saying.
Between the two of you, you feel like one person. So it's like a weak person.
1 week we're together. We are one very weak person.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Just
homely.
us.
So So both of your wounds, in particular, pistol, the wounds are like are starting to itch. And putting your hand.
Oh, do I have magic sensing wound now? Awesome.
You put your hand to the wound, pistol, and you bring your hand away, and there's this black liquid, this black fluid, like oozing from the wound.
What?
Well, don't pick at it.
I'm not picking at it. It's just oozing.
Lola, what's going on in here?
Faith goes to examine his wound. Goes, hold still for a second, Pistol. I'll check it out.
Okay, so you can give us a medicine roll, and I believe so. Yeah. So what you? It's Lorelei. Elaine's asking you a question, I believe.
Ooh.
I haven't seen the kids yet. My torch hasn't gone on the kids yet. I'm just going to like.
I hope you all are grateful. That's probably the only medicine
look at that.
can make.
Look at that.
What's Lorelei doing?
How did you all find us?
You're in that saddle.
Yeah.
Just be calm. Don't scare the children.
Children? No, it's fine. Okay, so
And then you hear this.
he's had a little bit of an accident.
You see these.
And
You see these
an
figures.
operation.
Sorry, go on, man. Go on. Sorry.
No. And don't panic when you see Pistol. There's a good reason for it, and we'll explain that in a bit.
Maybe more shocked to see Faith.
Right.
Yeah.
So her face is an absolute mess. But yeah, as you're talking, these you see movement, and just like dozens of these these children, about a dozen or more, a couple of dozen of these deformed children emerge from the shadows, and one by one after the other, family.
Okay.
And they kind of come, they're like cautiously at first. They come out and start and kind of surround you all and start prodding at you and pulling at you, tugging at your clothes, just all about going, family.
All right, hang on a second. This might be the point in the game where you tell me that I need to make a sanity roll for realization. So just let me know.
Okay, what do you want to? Yeah, do you want to?
So.
Oh, by the way, before you say that, so Faith, your medicine roll. So the wound, you're not sure what Jinny did, but the wound is already infected, and it could go. It could go septic.
Yeah.
Faith goes, shit. Pistol, this is infected. Is there any shine here down at the still? Maybe I can disinfect it a little.
There was, but now I don't know. So I have a sneaking suspicion.
Okay.
That. So these children keep saying family. They have all of our toys. They have pictures. There's a woman that's gone missing. Do we remember our actual mother? Like, do any of us know our mother?
So as far as you know, your mother is was Annabelle.
As far as I know. So
yeah, that's what you were always told. Annabelle was your mother. Everybody's mother.
I'm asking, do I have any memories of her?
Yeah. So you have memories of being brought up by Annabelle, yeah, and acting as your
brought
mother.
Up by Annabelle.
Yeah.
Are you having?
So your memories of to be fair, your memories of Annabelle are you're not they're not very good because she died not long after you were born.
What about me and Lorelei?
But yeah, you and Lorelei, you clearly remember Annabelle.
And yeah, she brought you up. Oh, her
Okay.
Cat and your father, they brought you up.
See
Again,
what?
you keep saying "brought you up," and I don't like the way that you're saying that. But maybe I'm just reading too far into
Yeah.
things.
See. I was thinking that it would come off more as Pa had two families, one with Sadie, one with Annabelle.
See, my mindset right now is we're the clones that turned out okay,
I mean,
and that's why we were raised in
Yeah.
the world.
there's infants here, isn't there? There's like 1-year-olds.
Yeah, but
Tuft.
like they just they haven't been able to make them good again the way they made us.
Or are they second generation?
Right.
Yeah.
But I could be way off base, and I don't want to waste time going down that hole. So, regardless, Pistol's probably not thinking this. He's looking around at these things, saying family. He's like, "What is happening here?" And then he's holding his side and looking at the black coming out of his wound. He's not okay.
Okay.
Faith goes rummaging in the still area for alcohol because.
Well, I don't know. Is anything of the still left?
So
Yeah.
it's all rotted and falling apart. But I will let you make a look roll. Maybe there's some traces of moonshine left in it somewhere that might be Oh well, actually there are. Yes, there are some traces of what look like moonshine in the still.
Okay. Faith grabs the traces, the little
Yep.
bit of moonshine, and
Sure.
heads over to Pistol and goes, "I found something."
So I would have directed her towards the still because I have been here. So seeing the condition that it's in, I might be suspicious. Are you gonna let me make a roll to determine
Yeah, why not?
whether or not it's okay
You can make an idea roll. Yeah, why not?
before she pours this?
Have you got a
Gross
moonshining
all
skill?
into
I can't
my-
remember if you've got a skill with the.
I do, don't
Oh,
I?
well, yeah, I'm sure you
certainly
do.
I do.
Yeah. Pretty.
I have distilling.
Yes, there you go. Then you need to roll distilling.
It's only
15%.
15 though.
Yes, it is.
All right,
Because
here
you've
we
not
go.
learned the
Oh,
arts. You've just been doing the bootlegging, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Look.
Yeah. So you know that will be incredibly toxic.
Yeah, no, sis, it's gone off. That's not good.
Okay.
Oh, Faith just kind of blinks and stops and goes, "It's not." And she gives the bit she found an experimental sniff.
Okay, so yeah, it's all.
When we finish in here, Lorelei, we'll go to Lynch. We'll go to Child Services. And we'll let them know these kids are living in the cave. There ain't nothing we can do about it now.
Do all of these children look roughly similar? Like they have the same features? Not exactly the same, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Family
They look
resemblance.
related.
It's if they are, it's hard to tell. Like I said, the deformities of them, it's hard
That's
to tell.
basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like they all have various deformities.
Yeah, so there's no.
Yeah.
So it's
Do
impossible
any
to.
of them? Yeah, I was gonna say, do any of them look like Pa?
No,
Ooh, I don't know if
not
that's something
direct.
you want to realize.
But yeah, the deformities of that, but there's no like you can't. It's impossible to see if there's any family resemblance between any of them. You know, if any of them are even related, any of these are related to each other or not.
I don't know. At this point, I don't even know. Like, there is a part of Pistol that wonders if they're even human at this point. After dealing with Jack and hearing about, the crawlies. We need to get out of here. We need to find Pa. Look, Lorelei, when you done run off, we dealt with the thing that was Jack, and we learned that Pa's a ways further north, and I think east from here.
The bog.
And
Yeah, I marked the
we
trees.
need to go help him.
We can come back. But we need to resolve the situation first.
These children been fine here for a while. They'll be fine a mite longer.
You can all make an idea roll as well, an intelligence roll. I mean, this may be obvious anyway, but...
Not
to me.
Point.
So
That's okay.
Faith, it's probably more appropriate that you realise anyway. So these, you realise, Faith, that the all the tracks that you saw, the like human tracks, the barefooted human tracks, they must have been left by these children. So even the ones that looked like almost like they had that looked clawed, you can see.
Claws.
Yeah, they haven't got claws as such, but they've got, the feet are deformed. They got long.
Yeah.
Some have got like really long nails and. But yeah, you realise that these must be the source of all these tracks. But not only that, the movement, the glimpses of movement you caught in the undergrowth in the forest, and that time when Blaine said he felt somebody tugging at his trousers. You realise that must have been these children. And there was that photograph. Another of the photographs that you found
with the handprint on it.
With a child's handprint and
yeah.
Faith kind of looks over the crowd and goes, I don't know if we can leave them behind. They've been following us the whole way.
Well, true. If they're going to follow, they'll follow. But also Blaine, I'm wondering, not necessarily Blaine, did they react at all, these children, when he started talking about Pa?
No.
Okay.
I think they
I'm
just
not
know the
sure
word
they've got
family.
the mental capacity.
So
yeah, it's unclear whether they understand what
Yeah.
you're saying to them.
if they're going to follow, they'll follow. But we got to go.
You good with that,
All I
Lola?
need here.
Faith nods. We do. We have to
Okay.
go. We need to come
Yeah.
back, send people here and force to get these kids out. Lorelei, we can't just do it ourselves. We need to contact the proper authorities once we get done finding Pa. So Faith is going to stick the little bottle of not moonshine in her pocket and go. We gotta go.
I'll just crouch down and the one that I met first off, I'll just tell him we're gonna come back. We'll look after you. We'll bring you some food. Everything's gonna be all right.
Okay.
But we need to go and find our family.
He kind of just tugs on your dress. Family.
Yeah, that's right. Family.
And yeah, he gives you the photograph. He gives you the photograph back. The family
Thank you
photograph.
kindly. We'll be back soon.
Okay, so as you leave the cave, they all kind of crowd around you and follow you to the entrance. A few of the older ones venture further out and follow you for a good half hour or more. At least as far as you can tell, you lose sight of them after that. Every so often you hear sounds of movement in the undergrowth, in the bushes and the ferns, and you wonder whether some of the children are still following you or not. But you don't catch sight of them again.
Faith turns around and goes and calls out, go on, go back to the cave.
Go on now, get.
Oh, yeah.
So you heading north. Faith probably leading the way since she's probably got the best sense of direction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think we established my navigation is better because I am a bootlegger.
Oh,
but, you know,
So, well, between yourselves anyway, you pick
she's
your
a
way.
better tracker.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So you pick your way, you thread your way north through the trees. Eventually, the ground becomes more and more boggy. It's more like this. The place is crisscrossed with like small streams and springs, and the trees start to thin out. Till finally, after walking for about 2 hours, you come to the edge of like this marshy, boggy, like stagnant boggy area. So rich smells of musk and earth choke the air as smoke from burning peat fires diffuses what's left of the day's light into a waning orange pall. All detail is lost to the smog. Only dark shapes in the distance loom out of the smoke as you move forward. Slowly, the eerie landscape of the bogs reveal itself as you make your way to the edge of the water. 2 bonfires illuminate a small, high place in amongst the dead moss and stagnant water, and you can see the silhouette of a stooped figure moving unsteadily between the fires, feeding the billowing smoke that pours off them into the air.
Is that Pa?
You can't tell.
Faith looks at the rest of them and Rex kind of goes, "We need to check it out." And
Faith, you stay back and keep that gun on that figure now, so we know who it is.
of course. But you're not exactly in fit shape to go traipsing out there. Eugene!
Eugene, you come with me, boy.
What is?
Eugene.
Where is it, Faith? Says I ain't going out there.
Pistol's already
What?
walking
Come on,
that
Eugene.
direction.
No, Pistol. You strong breeze is gonna knock you in the swamp, boy.
I'm fine.
Faith racks the gun and kind of sort of swings at Eugene's direction and goes,
Come on,
"You really want to stay here?"
Right.
we need to stay together.
I'll go and
Ish.
approach the guy at the bonfire.
Okay, so Eugene shrugs and mutters and follows after Blaine. Is everybody going?
Yeah, we need to stay together.
Faith is going to hang back and keep the gun aimed in the figure's general direction until we're sure who it is.
Okay, so she's not crossing the water to this this kind of little island.
How
No.
deep is it?
It's hard to tell. The water's just black with peat.
Oh man. Take a stick.
Any stick?
either
Yeah,
stick
any
or-
sticks about? Anything like that? we can
Yeah. There's
plumb
plenty.
it with.
Yeah, you can use to like test the water ahead of you. Yeah, sure.
So yeah, it's it's a roll of the dice who reaches out for something first, either Pistol or Blaine, but they're clearly cut from the same cloth as they grab a big old stick and start trudging ahead, trying to find a path through the bog.
Okay. So do you say Faith is staying on the bank?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the rest of you step out into the water. So the water, as you step out, the water almost instantly comes up to your knees,
Yeah.
and it is numbingly cold and thick with peat, and you can feel. You can't see,
You
but
keep that water away from your wound, boy.
good point.
I don't think the water's something I got to worry about there, Blaine.
So, though you can't see where your feet are, you can feel the like uneven ground and the layers of rotting, what must be rotting vegetation, like that
creates a thick layer of mud and dead leaves, as well as a network of roots that run through the mud, threatening to entangle your feet and legs and trip you. And in fact, you can make a dex roll.
Bonus for using the stick?
Go on then.
Jeez.
One.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Blaine was born in this.
Can I
book.
borrow that?
So Eugene, and he's a dex as well. Oh, Eugene's failed as well. So yeah, as Lorelai...
Eugene pulls Lorelai down into the muck.
Oh, I'm gonna have him more chivalrous than that. I'll go on then. Yeah, so yeah, Eugene starts to staggers and grabs older Lorelai and taking them both down. Oh. Oh, okay. So yeah, so Lorelai and Eugene seemingly trip and stumble and fall, like fall splashing into the water. But as you try and get up, you feel your feet, like your feet are trapped, caught in the roots. Meanwhile, the rest of you make it to the edge. To the the edge of this this sort of hillock, this like mound, this small island amongst the boggy waters, and like I say, looking back, you can see, you can see them. The pair of them have fallen and are struggling to get free. And then Eugene gives a pained shout. Ah! It's something's cutting into my leg.
Okay, I'm going under, pulling the knife out and continue to cut something, and diving underwater to go and swim and cut them free.
Okay. Give me give us a strength roll. You can have a bonus die since you've got using the knife.
Okay.
As
Don't
suddenly,
you swim, then?
no, you don't need to swim. You don't need to swim. It's not that deep.
Okay.
As suddenly Eugene is suddenly is pulled underwater.
Quite hard.
And at the same time, so is Lorelai. So she gives a shriek and she suddenly just disappears beneath the water.
Oh no! How am I going to choose between these two?
Blood is blood. Blood is family. Family is blood. So I presume you're going to go for Lorelai then, yeah?
I'm going to go for Lorelai.
Okay. Okay. So meanwhile,
Good choice.
so yeah, you manage to you struggle down underneath the water, like feeling your way. You can feel these roots wrapped around Lorelai's ankles and her legs, and as you start cutting through them, you can feel them like constricting and wrapping tighter around her to the point you get your fingers caught underneath them. You can feel them cutting into your and crushing your fingers as they tighten. They become even tighter. But you saw in it cutting away. You managed to like tear and cut away these roots till you both burst to the surface and struggle, sort of crawling, half swimming. You scramble onto the bank. So Lorelai, looking back, you see no sign of Eugene other than the like bubbles breaking the surface.
Faith would like to grab a stick and move to assist people.
Okay.
As she passes Pistol, she's gonna hand him back the rifle and go, "Keep it dry."
So they're all on the opposite bank, on the bank of this like little island.
other than Eugene. So what you're going to do? Go and see if you can help Eugene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
He might be Eugene, but he's still technically family.
He is technically family. So
you struggle through the water
Technically.
to try and get to Eugene.
So you can make a dex check, if you would, please. As you like trip and stumble across these roots, and you could swear these roots are like entangling your feet, almost of their own volition. But you manage to pull your feet free, and ducking down into the water, you find feeling around in the pitch black peaty water. You can feel Eugene, and you can feel him struggling and panicking. And you can make a strength check.
Faith is going to pull her pocket knife and attempt to cut him free from
so
whatever's
you
dagging
can
him.
use a bonus dice with your strength check then.
She's also open to the option of stripping the clothing off of him with the pocket knife so he can wiggle free, but whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works. Okay, so you start cutting through these roots or whatever. Oh, yeah, it's these roots.
You gave me a bonus die, didn't you?
I did indeed. Did you not roll it with the bonus dice?
No, I didn't. That's okay.
That's an 8.
All right.
So we'll get there. Okay. So yeah, you managed to cut him free, and gasping and sort of crawling onto the edge of the bank of this island. Eugene is just like barely able to drag himself out of the water, vomiting up lungful of this black peaty water. You can see his bottom of his trousers have been shredded, and there's like deep gouges and cuts in his legs.
Yeah. Faith is going to slap him on the back to encourage him to vomit up the water, lean over and whisper his ear. He goes, "You owe me now."
Transactional rescue. That's
right. As he vomits up this water, he kind of looks at you. He's like pale face. His face is pale. His eyes kind of slightly bloodshot from the strain of trying to hold his breath. And he almost smiles at us and nods. "Thank you, Faith. I owe you. You're right. Family." And he sort of, he kind of like grabs your shoulder and squeezes your shoulder. So meanwhile,
by marriage, Eugene, by marriage. Ain't good.
So the rest of you, as you pull, like I say, as you make it onto the bank of this little island, you can see this, like I said, this kind of slumped figure feeding clumps of peat onto these bonfires, increasing the clouds of smoke, this foul smelling peat smoke that's obscuring and blanketing everything. And you, through this thick wreaths of smoke, you can see your father, Carson Tuft, barely able to hold himself upright as he leans on a makeshift crutch.
Pa, what in tarnation are you doing?
Pa!
Yeah, I run over to him. Pa.
So as you approach him, he looks round suddenly, like a surprise and confusion on his face, and then it turns to anger. "What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. You can't be here. You damn fool kids!"
We kind of know what you're doing here.
Someone's got to save you from yourself, Pa.
"You can't be here. I need to end this. I need to end this with Sadie."
And what? And you're in no condition. Look at you, man.
He like puts his hand on your shoulder, and he looks over at Faith, and sort of the look on his face softens, and as he sees Faith and smiles. He says, "I'm not long for this world anyway. I had some. The doctors gave me bad news. I'm afraid your pa is. I don't even know if I'll last out the day.
What are you gonna do?
I'm real sick.
We understand
I'm real
it's
sick,
important.
kids.
We understand it's
both of
important,
you-
but why didn't you come to us? We would have helped you.
You shouldn't be here. It isn't safe. It isn't safe."
Faith stares at her paw and kind of pokes her hand a pistol and goes, "Look what your son did to try and help you. And he's got an infection. We need to get this over with and get you both to a hospital."
It ain't nothing now, Faith. We'll take care of that when we get to it. We got other concerns. What are you doing out here, Paul? What is with these fires? How do you end this, whatever this is?
I ain't got long left. I have to end this. So I'm dying, and no, Jinny is old, and there's no one left to take care of the children, of you kids, and I hope in time the Tufts, the children, I gave them the photos. I hope they would recognize family should you ever meet.
Who are those children? Who are they, Mama and Papa?
And why do they look like they?
He turns to Blaine and Lorelei and kind of like staggers, sort of hobbles towards and rests his hands on Blaine's shoulders. It's blood. It's family, boy. Family is blood.
You cheated on Mama with some swamp witch.
I don't think it were cheating if it was before, Blaine.
Some of those children were like 5, 6.
You can all make a psychology roll.
Huh? Yeah, Blaine's Pistol's not processing the age. Say, I have psychology. Let's see.
I've got a really good psychology, but
Look
I
at
can
that.
still fail it with the best of them.
Oh, maybe I didn't want to succeed?
So you can tell if you you can tell he's not telling you. He's kind of holding back.
Oh, Paul, how could I ever doubt you?
Paul, I know it ain't my business, but we're here to help. You got to tell us what's going on.
So Blaine, my boy, Lorelei, you were always the gullible ones.
What?
Says Annabelle, she ain't your ma. She ain't none of your mums.
Well, who is then?
Sadie.
Sadie's your mom. Those children, there's other children out there, there's other Tufts out there. They're family.
Why? Why so many?
Well, I don't think I need to explain the mechanics of life to you, do I, Pistol?
But Sadie been gone for years. What? I don't understand, Pa.
So who was Mama? Who was Annabelle?
Annabelle, she took the role of your mom. She was grateful when I took her. Annabelle's my wife. We tried for children, but she miscarried the first time, and even Jinny couldn't help her. So I turned to Sadie. Since Sadie was lost in the woods that time, when she ran off into the forest and the bogs, she got lost in the bogs. I found her here. Something dark. Something ancient had taken your mother. Or who was to be your mother.
So that's within us, that darkness.
It's within all of us, son. It's within all of us.
Then
I struck
how
her.
come we don't look like them?
Sadie has given birth to many of your brothers and sisters.
Oh, she must be knack.
Every year, Sadie births another.
Poor lass.
Some of those children are able to pass in polite society more than most.
Like us.
And he kind of
talking about us, or?
You've been procreating with her?
no, son. No, do you take me some kind of degenerate? The thing that I made a deal with, the darkness in these swamps, in these woods, kept your mother alive. And I made a deal that I would take her progeny and keep them safe. But it's gone on long enough. The darkness, it wants something. It wants something that I can't let happen.
When you say darkness, has that got anything to do with the thing pretending to be your neighbor?
It took Jack, the skin crawler. It took Jack. It took my friend. It tried to stop me.
What is this final straw that made you wish to remove Sadie from this earth?
Because I'm dying, son. I told you this. I'm dying. There ain't no one here to keep looking after these children. It ain't right. It ain't right.
So what do we do?
What's going to happen to us?
I'd hoped that one day you might take over my responsibilities and look after your family. You can all make a listen. Well, you can make a joint roll. You can make a combined roll. You can make a roll against your listen and spot hidden.
How do I do that?
So you just make one roll and you compare the result. You roll for one skill and compare the result against both of those skills.
Well, I'm gonna roll my spot hidden since that's better anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
and neither one succeeds.
Okay.
Well, both of them would have succeeded at that.
Yeah, so Blaine and
so.
Faith, you've got to pass them both. I think that's just that'll just be a spot hidden on Lorelei, will it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
That was a spot hidden.
Yeah, so the same number 6.
Failed my list.
Yeah. Okay.
Filed.
Okay, so
In too much pain.
yeah.
So we've had evil, but I can't see that what she's doing is evil. It's just creating kids. I don't get why this is an evil thing. Obviously, they need to be looked after and fed, but it ain't like there's the Antichrist or anything.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Faith and Blaine, you hear this bubbling sound, and then the sound of something slothing through the water, something wading through the shallow waters from the north side, through the thick clouds of smoke that obscure the waters on the north side of the island. And then you see this thing silhouetted at first in the smoke, but then it becomes clear.
You still got your rib, Pa.
And
aims the rifle at the thing.
can all make a sanity roll.
Okay.
This could be the end. This could be...
I'm off again.
Yeah.
Oh, Blaine, a pistol. Rocking it.
Okay, so if
Yep,
you
but,
pass,
Right.
if you pass, you lose 1d4. If you fail, you lose 1d8.
Oh, no.
Dose.
As this,
Oh, I'm over.
oh dear,
Oh, I am over my daily. I'm over my daily.
oh dear,
Oh, well.
oh my
Ooh.
god, everybody's gone batshit crazy.
Except for pistol.
Okay, right, so
I only lost 4 this time.
so you
Okay,
still suffer a bout of madness. So if you've gone over a daily, you automatically suffer a bout of madness as you've gone indefinitely insane. Let's see. We need some involuntary. We need some bout of madness. Ooh. Okay. Oops. 1 second. I'm gonna get the proper table out this time.
Faith hasn't hit her daily yet.
Oh, it's
so-
not 8 daily. Okay, so how much you losing that then? It was 7. Wow. So
7.
you can make an idea roll then. So if you pass your idea roll, you fully comprehend the sight before you. Otherwise, you kind of try and rationalize it away.
She unfortunately comprehends.
Oh dear, that is unfortunate. Right, 1 second. Where's that gone? So, striding through the water is something that was once a woman, but has been submerged in the rot and decay of the bog for decades. Kept alive by the tainted roots of the darkness that lives here. Now towering 9 feet tall, cancerous, bones growing cancerous at odd angles, protruding from a body with all these covered in cancerous growths, long and gnarled, each one threatening to burst free from the pale, waterlogged, bloated flesh of this form that stinks of stagnant, fetid water and putrefied flesh. A lattice of veins and roots intertwine under her loose flesh and trail after her, disappearing like puppet strings into the brackish waters. Covered
Mama!
in a thick, mucus-like slimy coat, the veins extend into the bog, feeling and reacting to anything that might fall in as food.
I've missed you so much, Mama.
Let's see.
Why you have to leave me?
So before Blaine stumbles into the bog, I'm gonna rush up to him and try to take the rib.
Okay, yes. All right, let's see. So I need sanity.
I mean, I haven't actually defined
it-
my indefinite insanity.
Yes, that is an excellent one. That is an excellent one.
I think Faith needs a mental break too, but
So, can you give me give us a 10-sided dice roll, Faith? And
Okay.
and of course we need one from Lorelei. Oh, I need to check Eugene as well.
I'd already gone over my
Yeah, you get but you get a
time.
bout of madness, so you automatically get a bout of madness every time.
Do I get another one?
Yeah, every time you lose sanity now, you'll get a bout of madness.
Woohoo!
So surprisingly, Eugene needs a bout of madness as well. Okay, so so I'll deal with Lorelei's first. Okay, so Lorelei, you just all strength just disappears from your limbs, and you fall
you just fall just in a tangle of limbs to the floor. Staring blankly and uncomprehendingly ahead. Can you give us a percentage dice for faith, please?
Percentage dice.
A
So
percentage dice.
D100?
Yes. A D100, yes, please. Okay, let's see where you go. So, well, that's a bit weird. Okay, so well, I think we will give you, because that's not really appropriate. We will give you. It's not thalassophobia, but yeah, fear of the water. You are terrified of this black water. This you can't even see through it. It may be there could be a bottomless void. So you're filled with absolute terror of this water and what it might possibly conceal.
Seems reasonable.
Yes. Okay, so I think Pistol, you can give us a dex check. See if you can snatch the knife from.
I'm probably not going to resist. I'm just like it'll be to the side.
It's just to see if he gets it before you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So. This is kind of I'm in two minds whether to show this. Might spoil the description, but anyway, this is what you see as your mother emerges from the waters.
Nice.
Aww.
Nice.
Faith looks more like her than ever after getting her face ripped.
Yeah, that's actually a picture of Faith. That.
Wrong picture. That's Faith. So after I grab the rib, I look at Carson Paw. I'm like, is he losing it too? He's got to be used to this, right?
Yeah. He's not. He kind of stands there like tears rolling down his cheeks, and he as Blaine sort of staggers forward towards it, he just turns and uses almost all the last of his strength to try and push Blaine aside. Let's see if he manages it.
A contested roll?
Yes, a contested roll. Why not?
Well, yeah, I guess I could have tried to do that, but I felt like getting the rib was probably more important.
Okay, so yeah, you easily, I mean, not violently, but you easily brush off your father's attempts to stop you, and you wade out a couple of feet into this muck and mire and embrace the tangled, putrescent, root-riddled corpse of your mother.
It's been so hard, Mama. I was on my own for so long. Why did you have to leave us, Mama? Be back now. We can be a family again.
Okay, so as Blaine's sobbing and doing this, his sobs suddenly turn into shrieks of pain and terror as roots just suddenly erupt from his back, tearing straight through his body.
Is there anything you can do to temporarily get a moment of lucidity? Or are you completely...
No, not really. You've only got until your bout of madness.
Because basically, I thought my mother was loving me, and now she's attacking me. That's got to be a little bit of a...
No, she's embracing you.
Yeah, she's embracing you.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, to you, she's embracing you. Your bout of madness lasts for 7 rounds, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's fine. Including being murdered.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Faith is afraid of the water, but she's not standing in water currently. Can she fire at it?
1 second. So I just need to tell it. So Blaine, you take.
Well, she's gonna have to pick up the gun because I dropped it to grab the the rib because you gave it to me.
Yeah.
So, oh dear. So, Blaine, you take 22 points of damage.
Whoa!
Whoa.
So Blaine is just, his body is just
torn apart,
shredded and torn apart and absorbed into the mass of Sadie's body.
Being murdered.
Yes, so you can all make a sanity roll.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
If anyone also did a luck roll, I did have a couple of blasting caps on me that might have.
Oh wow!
The island.
Yeah,
that gone off. Yeah, I mean, blasting caps aren't a lot by themselves.
Yeah, you have to. They do have to be lit, but yeah, did. Yeah.
They might land on the island.
Give us a if you can.
Oh my god! Pistol, just unshake it.
Okay, so you still lose 1 point of sanity seeing your brother torn apart before your eyes. Lorelei, you lose 1d6 points of sanity. Faith, you lose a point of sanity. Lorelei, you have another bout. Oh no, actually you don't lose any sanity because you're still suffering. You're still suffering your madness, so you don't lose.
Still mad.
Yeah, so it has the benefit of making you immune to any further sanity loss while you're still suffering your bout of madness.
Yeah, swings and roundabouts.
Okay, cool, good. So Carson, your father, his brain is torn apart before your eyes. Carson screams, "No, Sadie, no!" And he kind of falls to his knees because he's got and you can see another of these bone blades in his hand. And as she's absorbed something, as she's absorbing Blaine's broken, tattered body into herself, this, for what can only be described as some sort of mutated form of female genitalia, discharges all this brown, sludge-like slime.
Oh, she's having another kid.
And a baby. You can see this fetal form of a baby plop to the floor, encased in this mucous membrane.
What's your character?
Well, I was going to say, stuff went down too fast when she appeared for anyone to check if she was visibly pregnant.
God damn, Paul! How do we stop it?
Okay, so sobbing and struggling to his feet, Sadie, now having deposited her new gift, she slowly starts to turn to head back into the waters, and at this point, Carson lunges at her with the knife. It's time to end this, Sadie!
Yeah, I'm gonna have to back him up, so...
Yeah, Faith is going to dive for the gun.
Okay, so... let me get these out of the way so I can... so that's... that'll be Sadie.
Where do we land on the blasting caps?
Oh, so give me a... give me a hard luck roll.
A posthumous luck roll.
A posthumous luck roll. Has to be a hard success. Maybe one or two of them might have landed with your gobbets of flesh onto the island. No.
Nope.
Unfortunately not. They are consumed along with your body. Okay, so let's see. So Eugene is currently having a bout of madness. Lorelei's laid on the floor. So it's just Faith and Pistol, the twins,
and Carson.
And Carson, of course, and Carson. So yes. Let me just get Dad. There's Dad. Have you seen a picture of Dad? That's Dad.
I don't think we have.
There's Dad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bless him.
There you go. There's your new character.
Yeah, there's Mom and Dad.
Oh, I love
You
that.
can even keep the same accent.
A family reunion.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Cal's punching above his weight, but it's fine.
That's great.
So let's so that's everybody on the thing. I'll do that again. Okay, so Faith, you're the one to go first.
She wants
but
to grab the gun.
yeah. So you're terrified of the water, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that is going to last. I didn't set the duration of your bout of madness. Not that way. That I won't. That'll be a very long one. So your bout of madness will last 5 rounds. So you won't go near the water. You will not get any close to the water while you're the bout of madness.
Well, the gun's not close to the water.
Yeah, so she's diving for the
Well,
gun.
you've got a
Unfortunately,
gun.
yeah, it's a ranged weapon. So
Yeah. Okay, so you grab the gun from the floor
and aim it at what is technically her mother.
Yep.
That ain't my mother.
Technically. I mean, we could do the whole, your mother is actually the person that, made you lunches as a kid and hugged you and stuff. Annabelle.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. How do you think Pistol's staying sane? It ain't his mother.
Exactly. That's just your egg donor.
So technically, I guess she's your mother and father because, Carson didn't actually have any relations with it.
So he claims.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how she.
Or
would Blaine be the daddy of the next one?
yeah, or what the thing that keeps Sadie alive, the thing that's like conjoined with her.
Yeah.
The darkness.
Well, yeah. I don't think she had to kill Blaine to give birth. I think she just showed up to give birth again.
Yeah.
Drop off another kid for Paul to take care of, and then she was going to slink away. Blaine just, advanced on her, and she did what she does now.
Yeah. Food. Okay, so like I say, yeah, Faith, it's shoot. You roll the gun.
Okay. I guess she's going to, if she can do it in the same thing, is fire the gun at her.
I will let you. I'll let you snatch up the gun and fire it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's going to do anything.
But what good it's going to do?
Right.
Get her attention.
Oh dear, that is a miss. That is a miss.
You got any luck there?
Yeah, you can
Not
lock it.
enough.
Have you got the which rifle is it? Who had the rifle again? Have you got the actual rifle? Sorry,
that's yeah.
Oh
this
no,
is that rifle
she does. It's the one I have. So it's
right. Okay, so I can I'll put that onto your character sheet, and then you'll be able to use the actual proper thing then as well. So bolt action rifle. So that should be on your combat tab. I'll just put it on and give it.
Well, actually, this is the big fight at the end. I could spend 37 luck to pass.
You
I
could.
don't think it's going to do a lot of damage.
There you go.
Okay. Wow. Spent 37 luck. Okay, so you can roll for the damage. So if you click, so like I say, if you go to combat tab and click on the rifle, roll damage. 2d6 plus 4. Okay, so there's a soft thud, like shooting into the ground. Yeah, you can. It barely penetrates the surface, or if it does, then it maybe even just comes out just clean out the other side, and does almost no damage at all. So it's
tiny amount of heat just kind of off.
Yeah. So you rolled 11. I will tell just this once to give you an idea on how much damage it starts to do. It is 2 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So yeah, she doesn't even flinch. She doesn't even. You can't. Well, it's hard to tell, but from you can tell she doesn't seem to even register. So next, it's Pistol.
Okay, so hear me out.
Okay.
This is my rib.
Yes.
I argue that as it is technically a part of my body, I should be able to use the brawl skill instead of the knife skill.
Oh no,
which
it
I
is
do
the
not
it is the brawl skill.
It
so
would
brawl,
be brawl.
yeah.
Nice.
Knife is brawl. So small weapons.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Small weapons like a knife is used as brawl.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Good. Then I am going to. How far from shore is she?
She's literally she's pretty much almost. Well, part of her is stood on shore, so no more than a foot. She's
Oh, okay.
She's
So,
even within
yeah,
reach.
I'm gonna charge her just like Carson is doing and try to find something to sink this hopefully effective weapon into her with.
Okay. So
should I just roll?
Yeah,
or
just
should I roll.
Well,
I don't know what kind of damage this is going to do.
Yeah, just roll fight and roll. Then I shall give you the weapon, and then you'll be able to do it yourself.
Okay. Basic bonuses.
Just basic.
Yep. All right. Here we go. Look at that.
Ooh, nice. So yeah, as you
spend luck to get it down to
a
combat.
Yeah, you could make it. You could make it a.
Make it extreme.
It's not going to flip to make it extreme.
I should, because I'm gonna die anyway. So.
So right, let me.
I can go to hard.
Let me give you the knife, so you can do it from the knife now. I actually have to do it because it's got separate. So yeah, as you lunge at her and sink this knife into a side, it cuts deep and tears open like the tissue-like, bloated, like water drowned skin and flesh, and it just like bursts open, and veins and blood and mud and muck just spill out of this massive gash in her side. And you can roll hopefully a massive one. So you can roll 1d8 plus 8 plus your damage bonus.
Ooh.
Oh, well. Sadly, I'm not very, very big, so I don't get a lot of damage bonus, but we'll do the 8 plus 8.
Oh, so wow. 15 bonus. Oh, wow. Okay, right,
nice.
Yeah. So you jump at her, like, did you jump, land? Maybe you slip on the slimy, on the wet floor, and you do.
Yeah.
It just opens up this massive rent down the side, and all like organs and bits of brain just come spilling out onto the island and into the water. And she
including the blasting caps.
And she screams in anger and pain, but mostly pain. You can hear the scream of pain, and then she turns and lashes out at you.
Yeah.
You can, of course, dodge or fight back.
I'm gonna fight back.
Okay, give us a fighting brawl roll then, which would be with your knife, I guess.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Oh, dear. I'm afraid she just got a critical success.
Oops.
Oh, no. All right. Let's do it. Here it is.
Oh, dear. So that's a maximum damage.
I got 7 hit points. I can make it.
You'll be fine.
Oh,
okay. Just don't land in the water, and
I'm not in the water.
Faith can patch you up.
She rolled really low, but there is she has critical, so that's a. So you take 13 points of damage.
Oh.
Yep.
As she she just lashes out this like limb that's sort of like a network of like rotted muscles and roots and wood.
Yeah.
And she just lashes out, smashing into you. Like you feel your ribs shatter, puncturing your lungs rupturing internal organs as you like hit the floor, and you're dead before you hit the floor.
Yep.
No.
Come on, Carson. You can do this.
Yeah, and
Yeah. So next is Carson. So
He's like he screams in like in grief and anger and pain, and he lunges forward, staggering, almost barely making himself, making his closing the distance, and he makes this feeble attempt to lunge as he's coughing, and you can see blood flecking his lips as he's almost consumed by this hacking cough.
Baseball, here it comes.
Well, no, so he stumbles and falls, missing, just like sort of hits.
Does he not have any luck? Does he not have any luck he can do this?
No. So he kind of trips and stumbles forward, just falling into her, and the knife falls from his hand, splashing into the water.
Oh no, Faith's never going to get that out of the water. Oh god.
So, Faith, what are you doing?
well, she's not going for the knife that splashed in the water. Is there anything on land that she can get to?
There's some bonfire. There's these peat bonfires.
Throw a torch at her, then try to get the blasting caps.
Faith grabs a torch from the fire and grabs the bottle of not moonshine.
Okay.
And flings them one after the other at Sadie.
Okay. So give me. I'll not make a throw. Well, actually. No, give us a dex roll. We can give us a dex roll for the bottle.
Okay.
Oh. That's good. So yeah, you throw it and give me a luck roll. See if it smashes.
I have 6 luck left.
Oh, you're kidding! Okay, so yeah, you throw the bottle and it just lodges in the muck on the side.
But it stays on her, so.
But it doesn't break.
Can she? I guess she still has the torch, but she has to
She
wait
does?
next turn to.
Yes, I guess so. Or you could whack, or you could go and physically hit her with it. Try and hit the bottle with it.
If she's on land, she could do that. Yes.
Yes. Yes, this is a good point. So, well, in fact, Sadie does. At this point, your mother dear, turns and rounds on a errant, naughty children, and she advances upon you, towering above you. It's all 9 foot of her, as like say her insides continue to pour out from this massive gash on her side that Pistol made, and yeah, she lashes out at you.
Okay.
So you can dodge or you can fight back. It's up to you. I suppose the fighting back. Fighting back could be to try and smash the torch on the bottle.
Well, I mean, yeah, she could try and smash the torch on the bottle, but what's her brawl again? Her dodge is technically better, but you know what? Let's risk it for the biscuit. She's gonna try and smash the bottle with the torch.
Okay.
It's probably our only chance.
Oh!
Look at that.
Okay, so hopefully, just have to check, make sure she doesn't get a critical success.
Spend 1 luck to get it down to a hard.
Oh, she misses. So yeah, you smash. You hit the bottle and it smashes, and suddenly it flares up and flames spread out across Sadie's flank, and she screams and recoils as a body the rest of her bolt just fractures and bursts, and this steaming mass just collapses into the marsh.
Good effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't buy that it's dead.
Faith just kind of stands there, watch around the butchered remains of half of her family. You know, all traumatized.
Hey, I was ready to back you up.
Yeah, sure you
The
were.
one thing is, Eugene survived.
Yes, Eugene survived, and Eugene owes her one now, so maybe he can like knock her out or something and drag her home without her having to think about the water.
Ain't going on no water, fool.
Yeah. So of course, Carson, your father, he's still alive. He's like kind of slumped, laid sort of half in the water, half out.
Okay. Faith, I guess, goes to rescue her pa because he's half out of the water. She can drag him out.
Yeah, you can drag him. Yeah. So
and apply first aid.
So you start to, and he kind of like pushes you, not violently, but he kind of pushes you back. Says, no, girl, it's no use. Just let me pass. Let me pass. It's my time. We've done what we needed to do. I need to go.
Have we?
Sadie's arrest.
Is she?
Right, as he coughs, he's racked by another bout of coughing, and flecks of blood hit your face, and he pulls you in closer. Family, it's blood, Faith. Family, it's blood.
And Faith starts crying, but you know, she's still thinking. Except for Eugene. Eugene's not blood.
Wow.
Cold.
So yeah, as you sob, holding your dead pa in your arms, eventually Eugene and Lorelei come to the senses, and your fear of the black waters subside. All sign of Sadie have sunk beneath the surface. Pistol's broken body lies over to one side, and all you can see of Blaine are some bloody chunks of flesh.
Faith goes looking for the baby that Sadie dropped.
Okay, so yeah, you find it just not just a few feet from where you sat. You can make a medicine roll.
Okay.
So what's Lorelei doing? You come to your senses. Maybe not being fully aware of what's been going on.
Well, I'll go and check on my dad.
Okay, so you can see, his eyes are open, staring blankly at the sky.
You can be comforted to know that Faith was with him as he died. He didn't die alone.
Well, that's a comfort of sorts.
Yeah. Blaine and Pistol died surrounded by family.
So Faith, you can detect this baby. It's still alive.
Okay. Faith is going to kind of pop the little mucus thing over it and pull the baby out.
Okay. So yeah, you have to dig your fingers into this slimy brown mucus membrane and tear it open. And as you do, there's a kind of a choke and a splutter, and then the baby starts to cry. These piercing cries that shatter the silence around you. And it opens its eyes, and as it opens its eyes, you see its eyes are maybe unnaturally large. They look normal, other than that they look normal, but they look unnaturally large, maybe slightly bulbous. And one of its legs is slightly got a slight twist to it, but it looks more or less human,
Okay.
like yourselves.
Faith is going to pick the baby up and go over to Lorelai and go, "It's over, I think. Finally over." And she's going to offer her the baby and go, "Do you want it?" Is it a boy or a girl, by the way?
It is a boy.
Okay. Do you want him?
I'll take the baby. Don't have a lot of choice, really. Somebody needs to look after it, and I'll just go, Eugene, look what God has given us.
Eugene's
I
kind
think
of
it's time to go home.
Yeah, Eugene doesn't seem same. This just this shell-shocked look on his face.
Yeah. Faith is like, "What God?" And
Hey, God.
hey God, yeah. And she's like, "Let's go." And she picks up the gun and starts staggering away from the island back the way they came.
Okay. So what are you doing? What are you doing about the children in the cave?
Well, I think what we were going to do is 6 social services and an orphanage on them.
Okay.
Family is blood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Have a cricket team.
Like, sure, we could technically say we could take care of them, but that's a lot of kids for just the few of us.
That is too many kids. Yeah.
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 Keep them all fed, and clearly, Carson wasn't doing that good of a job. He couldn't clothe them all,
Yeah. I think social services got to be.
Okay.
Like we could probably take, maybe 2 more in between Faith and Lorelai, and especially some of the older ones might be easier to manage, but harder to rehabilitate too.
Yeah, I think some specialist assistance.
Okay then. Mm-hmm. So, do you want to give you both? Do you both want to give us a little epilogue to your characters?
Faith is going to suggest that Lorelai named the baby after Pistol. Or Blaine.
That's probably the nice thing to do. I think to probably inherit what's left of Blaine's money. Bless him. And myself and Eugene, and I guess Faith, if she wants to come with us. I think we're going to move to the city.
Yeah.
With the baby.
Faith is no longer wanting to have anything to do with the bog or these woods, and
Yeah, I don't think we can live here anymore. I've always wanted to get away from here, and I think this is going to give the little gentle push that it's going to take to finally move out of the area. Yeah, just gentle, nudge in the right direction.
But Faith is going to get a job and have her own place separate from Lorelai and Eugene.
Good.
And probably be darkly teetotal from this point on.
So you leave the hollow behind, leave poor folk behind, move on to a new life, perhaps a better life. You raise the new boy. So what were you called?
Can't be much worse.
What was it? What was the name? What were you going to name the baby again? The child?
Was it going to be something like Blaine Pistol whatever her last name is with Eugene.
Nan.
Nan. Blaine Pistol Nan, something like that.
I think Carson, but you know.
Hey, you can have multiple middle names. It could be Blaine Pistol Carson Nan.
Okay, that we're going with Blaine Piston Carson. Nan. Okay, very good.
That's a lot of names for one kid to live for, though.
So yeah, you raise. I'm just going to call him Blaine. You raise Blaine as a normal child out in the normal world, giving them a chance. They grow up to be quite normal, you know, despite their slightly odd appearance and the disability with the slight disability with the leg. They prove to be quite intelligent, loving child that accepts Lorelei and Eugene as the parents and never questions it.
I almost forgot, she's got that messed up thing on her face. I suppose Faith could actually see if she could get her face fixed at a proper hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be. Yeah, you might be. It'll be expensive. So yeah, maybe you work towards saving them. Work hard. Work towards saving the money to be able to afford what limited plastic surgery is available at this time, or maybe get one of those looking at like a wax and mask fashion to cover up.
Yeah, get the whole Phantom of the Opera look going on.
Yeah, there's some amazing things with the wax masks and stuff. But it's costly, expensive. And so you kind of settle into a normal life, putting the events of those days, of that day behind you. Your house sits maybe more, can't afford to live in a particularly affluent part of the city. So your house sits in the suburbs, at the edge of the woods. And on some nights the woods are dark and the shadows in the woods darker. And on occasion you think you see small childlike figures out in the woods. Then one day Jack comes knocking.